So you're pitching a VC, and the VC says, so what is the potential geographic fit with potential acquirers? What would you answer to that question? If you want to know the answer, stick with me now.
Ask Alex. Ask Alex. Because you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
So what does investor mean? Well, what country are you based in? What country are your potential acquirers in? Do they even have a presence in your country? Now, if Salesforce just focuses on America, they aren't going to buy you in Thailand. That is unless they buy you to expand into Thailand. Now, more likely, they want to leverage you to penetrate their own market even more. Now, having said that, look, Groupon acquired someone in each market to expand globally. Bit of a messed up case example, but it is an example. Now, at early stages, local buyers are more likely to buy you. Now, there's a reason why the Bay Area is such a great place to do startup, except for the costs, and that's the depth of buyers. VCs need to know you have local buyers, at least for the earlier stage. Now, if you're a region such as Asia, you have to be a regional play, just simply because individual markets are kind of too small. Okay? Sure, you start in your home market and you leverage that as a base to expand outwards, and it'll take some time, but conceivably a regional play will be attractive to a certain kind of acquirer. Again, you are solving a problem a corporation has, or any opportunity that they want to leverage, so you need to be able to drill down to the geography level, especially if you are off the kind of beaten track, right? You may also need to relocate at a certain point of time, moving to another country, like at least the founders, or at least one of the founders. A number of companies have started in Europe and then relocated to the States. It's basically every company in Israel, for example, is set up as a Delaware C Corp from the start, because the expectation is if they work out, they're all going to hop, skip, and jump from Israel to the States. Okay? That may or may not make sense for you as a SaaS as opposed to an e-commerce company, right? Obviously, if you're like in local e-commerce, moving to the US is probably like a major focus shift, right? And it's not like a SaaS company where you just sell stuff to anyone, anywhere in the world. It doesn't really matter where you are, right? Also, quite a lot of companies are also becoming geographically dispersed with their own staff, right? So availability of capital is actually a prime motivator for a lot of people. Okay, so where you might be pitching an investor who is not familiar with the market, say, I don't know, like Nepal, though there are investors with a global perspective, right? They may generally want you to educate them so they can build comfort around that market, right? Is there really a market in Nepal? I don't know. Tell me, right? Can you find the necessary talent to scale there? Like, will people move to Nepal? I don't know. So when they ask you this question, they may just want to kind of understand the market. They might want to see how much you know. And they may just actually just want you to educate them. And just so understand like where your acquirers come from matters also for where you are, right? It's kind of stupid to think the Americans are just going to come to Nepal, aren't they? Probably. So think about that when you think of the answer of how you want to answer this question. Problem though. At this point in time and for the next 2 years, we see local buyers for this, for the obvious geographic fit, right? And for the size of where we are. Not that they want to sell in 2 years though, right? We are building a way to use payments in Nepal. The banks are plagued with legacy systems, and we would be a very logical buy for them. Once we expand across the whole of Asia, mainly focusing on Southeast Asia, we will have a broader footprint, which would appeal to a company like PayPal and the like, right? We wouldn't be interesting to them until then, until we've kind of got more of a geographic reach, right? Because I was talking to my friend at PayPal, he basically told us that, right? He said, look, PayPal have been expanding their offers in the region through Braintree. While we have kind of regional focus that we're seeking to fit, that we probably fit into that kind of regional plan that they would want to see, right? And so Braintree's been expanding. We think we can help juice them up. It'll take a bit of time, but in around 4 years, we think we'd be a good fit for them.